Kyle Bill motor, baby. Woo! Yeah, this is Fuel Tech's new FT700 right here. We've been waiting to get our hands on one of these bad boys.
Jokes
they
on
are
them.
releasing soon.
They're not getting it back.
Yeah. I don't know where it went.
That's crazy.
Just making sure, just making sure, just making sure.
Let's make some power.
Vamos fazer algum poder.
Vamos fazer algum poder.
Vamos fazer algum poder.
Vamos fazer algum poder. That's what we're gonna tell Anderson, my first line of Portuguese. Don't blow it up.
Não exploda.
No exploda. That's an easy one to remember.
No
Não
exploda.
exploda.
No exploda. And
You forgot the other one.
vamos fazer algum poder.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up? How you doing?
Good.
to see you.
Good to see you. You cut your hair.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good. Remember Carlos?
Good morning.
How's it going?
How's it going?
Good.
Good to see you.
He was at the one time the world's fastest 4-cylinder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Cobalt from
Oh,
Brazil.
Cobalt, nice.
Yeah, he just ran 384 in Brazil.
I saw that
The other day.
That's flying.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's insane. I don't know if our 4 cylinders will ever touch those numbers. They definitely will not, but that's really cool.
Cool. Good to see you guys.
Well, it smells like a race car.
Yeah, got a new smell to her now.
I was gonna. I'll be honest. I kind of missed the Ignite.
Yeah, the Ignite
Smells a little better.
The Ignite did smell really nice. Now we're on to methanol.
Yep, doing the meths.
Should we try to maybe ask Anderson for some idling tips?
Yeah, needs it.
Yeah, we couldn't get this thing to idle that great, so we figured we'd get her over here and see if we can dial in these big injectors on this little motor. These guys are getting right after it, going straight to the dyno. Alright guys, we're out here at Fuel Tech. These boys wasted no time. We already got the MR2 on the dyno, and we happen to have a 4-cylinder record holder in the house. This is Carlos, and he had the Cobalt SS that ran the 4-cylinder record. What year was that, like 20?
Back in 2019.
19.
Yes, in Maryland.
So we literally have one of the experts here. It couldn't have worked out better. Obviously your car's on M1 because we have just made the switch to methanol as well. And we have a lot of questions in the comments. We have a lot of questions ourselves between him being here, which is awesome, and Anderson and all the guys here at Fuel Tech. I think we're gonna get the MR2 pretty dialed in. And while we were also here, we had a lot of questions about the intercooler in the comments, and I wanted to talk to kind of you guys about that because we had planned on taking the intercooler completely off on the MR2. We know that on methanol it's not required, but I have been doing a ton of research off camera leading up to this. Our plans have changed with the classes we were going to run at World Cup that's coming up, and we have decided to leave our water to air intercooler on the car because what we have found is that yes, you can take the intercooler off, and if you're running a turbo maybe to its maximum limit, you can make roughly the same horsepower, but there's a lot of benefits for us being a smaller engine, being a 4-cylinder, to actually leave an intercooler on. And you said you've experimented with that quite a bit, right?
Well, I have tested like probably like 10 to 15 years ago. I never did test like on, let's say, on full boost, on like, let's say full boost with intercooler, full boost without intercooler, but like, let's say at 43 pounds of boost, it definitely makes way more power with the intercooler on
especially
it.
at the same boost level, you will for sure make more. So no matter what, if we took the intercooler off, we'd have to run much more boost to make the same or near power.
Technically, if you're making 1,000 horsepower with more or less boost, it's very similar how much the pressure is being affecting the rods and the block itself. So the temperature or the boost doesn't really affect directly on the effort of the rods. When you run without intercooler, like you said, with the same boost, you're going to lose power, no questions. So you're going to lose torque. The car will spool worse. That's a concern, especially in your application.
Since we have a smaller displacement.
So it will affect some cars. It's harder to spool. You feel that. Let's say if you're spooling at a 7,000 RPM, making whatever half second your boost, you may take a little longer, or you even need to raise the RPM sometimes
Without the intercooler.
without the intercooler.
Yeah.
So that's one downside. But technically, if you're maxing out the turbo with the intercooler and without, you will see more boost because because the pressure will increase because the temperature increases. The intake of the turbo is still getting more air, or the same air, but it's compressing more because it just have more temperature. So let's say with intercooler you may see 60 pounds here, around maxing out the turbo. Without, you should maybe see 70 something. Or
Yeah, so basically with the wastegate shut with the intercooler, you'll see less boost than with the wastegate shut with no intercooler.
Correct. Yeah. That's
Even though everything's the same, just removing the intercooler will automatically make a little bit more boost.
It's the same as you have a compressed bottle of nitrous with the same amount of nitrous inside. You just heat up the bottle, you pretty much increase the pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's kind of what we're talking about increasing the hot air temperature. You just see more pressure. You don't have more nitrous now.
Yeah.
But the benefit of having more boost in the cold side is you actually can push more air into the combustion through the runners. So you can actually that's where you can still move more air. That's why you heat up the nitrous bottle, because you need pressure to move the nitrous. I would say if you have no weight limits, you have no reason why to pull weight there, then obviously the intercooler is probably easier because it's not. You can make more torque, you benefit from that, you can run less boost, not that it will generate, that you feel safer.
Yeah, it feels safer.
But at the same time, if you're if 50 pounds on your car, it's allowed to remove, technically you may be missing because of that, you know what I mean?
Another reason for leaving is, we would also cut that weight out of it because our class allows me to run, I can run less weight if I want. But the intercooler is already pretty small back there. It's not a super efficient one as it is. And the way we have it set up, we already need the weight on the nose, so we'd actually be removing the weight that's helping us. So it's almost just easier just to leave it how it was.
I agree, yeah.
So I would say, like, for the engine itself, my experience is like way more like reliable, and you can go deep in a tuning, like leaner.
Yeah, I heard you'd have to go a little bit richer, no intercooler as well. Typically, yes, seems like.
Yeah, because technically on a methanol, the biggest difference between gasoline and methanol, jumping ethanol, but it's gasoline. You're tuning basically. The only problem is knocked by hot air. Intake air temperature.
Yeah, whereas methanol, you don't have to worry about that.
You don't have to worry about that. And methanol is not sensitive to hot intake air temperature. It's actually benefited. The hotter the air, the better the atomization from the fuel and the methanol. So but what actually is the concern on tuning on methanol is it's very sensitive to pre-ignition by hot surface compression. So our diesel guys knows that very well.
That's why knows about that.
Yeah. So technically, that's why we call dieseling effect. If you have methanol, if you have a spark plug that becomes a glow plug, and that will with hot air or with hot surface compression, it will reignite the methanol as it will be a diesel. So it will be exactly like a diesel. So if you have a scale between diesel, methanol, and gasoline is almost so far that gasoline will never reignite with hot surface ignition. But methanol is really close. If you add nitro, man, you get really close. Nitro, almost diesel.
Yeah, because basically top fuel cars, once they get going, they're just dieseling.
Not anymore, but then
they used to, right?
They used to, yes. If you lose a spark plug or ignition, they will keep running. So that means that you can have a 8-mile tune-up that will not survive a quarter mile on methanol, because your spark plug is becoming glow plug at the 8 mile. If you stay on for another 8 mile, it will be already glow plug.
3 weeks ago, I set my personal best in Brazil because the car is 384 with a 0.
But that was a 5,000 DA.
Yeah, 5,000 DA.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's like, that would be like really fast.
Going 380s with a 4-cylinder.
Yep.
That's like, what was it, like 187?
What is it?
The mile an hour?
No, 192.
192.
Yes. So that's
It literally goes as fast as the MR2 does in half the distance.
yeah. The nice part of like the M1, like you're planning here, like based on my experience, like it's so reliable. You know, my engine, when you treat it good, like my engine itself has like over 150 passes. Change the rods with like 70 passes.
Must be nice.
But like,
must be nice.
it never send like a head gasket off, or it's good parts, but you also do have like good parts. And I would say I have helped a couple of K engines, Honda. I'm 100% sure that engine is way better than my engine. So it definitely can make more power than I have on my car. It's just a matter of like adding boost,
Yeah,
fuel.
I mean, you've seen the 2K cars that are out there hauling,
Exactly. So it's a very good engine, really. It can be really reliable.
Well, I built this one myself, so we'll see if she goes or if she blows today,
with
boys.
M1.
But yeah, that was a lot of info. How are we looking over there?
75 pounds of boost for first run?
Yeah, let's 75 pounds. Shut that E-gate. Yeah, we basically have a Pro Mod MR2 on methanol, if you didn't know.
Lowest horsepower Pro Mod in existence.
About to be the most power this dyno's ever seen.
Got her idling pretty good. Alright. She is idling on the big injectors. That methanol, man. So right now we're just verifying timing. She's sounding healthy though. She's sounding really good.
All right, guys, she's topped off with methanol. You can see right over here, our previous dyno record was 1426. Don't know if we're going to attempt to beat that today. Knowing us, we're probably gonna try to send it at some point. This first run, we are going to run it on 15 pounds of boost right here, just a low boost run just to make sure everything's looking good, and then we will slowly creep it up from there, or fastly, I don't know, with these guys. We'll see how much of a jump we go after this run, but we got idling great. Everything sounds healthy and good to go. We do also have to wait in between dyno runs a bit longer than we used to because we don't have water in the block anymore, so we gotta make sure we let this thing cool off. Don't let the oil temps get too hot. And go from there, boys. But yeah, we're getting ready to make our first run here. 15 pounds of boost on methanol. Let's see what she does.
First rip, 713.
No way, just hit 700 on 15 pounds.
What's going on in there, Felipe?
What's up, bud? Pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I took to 87 just
Oh, to
because-
8700?
Yeah, just because of the first one.
Perfect.
But it was smooth all the
Yeah.
way.
I'm surprised if it actually just made 700 on 15 pounds. I swear it's boost creeped it or something.
Now I can feel the methanol in the air now.
Yep.
I think
You're crying. I'm not crying.
I'm not crying yet, but
All right.
Spice.
Yep. How are we looking over here? Is that the TPS acting all dumb? Oh, no.
I made 30.
you made 30, okay.
That's what I figured. I was like, there's no way. So what's
all right, guys. So first run, apparently we made 30 pounds of boost to make 713 horsepower. So we had her set to 15. We'll have to double check what that's about. All right. So after looking at the log, it turns out the E-gate was open 100%, and that's just the lowest this thing can make. It didn't have enough priority to make anything under 30 pounds, which that's all right. We don't ever plan on running that low anyways. But yeah, the priority on our E-gate isn't the best. It's like 90 degrees right off the collector down there. So kind of hard to see. Doesn't have the best flow, but it's never been a problem for us.
Yeah, the higher boost
I'm gonna
levels.
say anything above 30, it should work just fine.
I mean, we launch at that, so.
Yeah, we launch at like 35 pounds, so it's really not the end of the world. But
We've never actually we've never seen that issue because we've never ran it this low.
Yeah.
But we wanted to start it extra low with the methanol.
Yep. But at least he said it felt great at 30 pounds, so that's a great starting point. Now I think we just go to 75.
The biggest thing they use to tune off of is reading the spark plugs on the Pro Mods and things like that. They will pull the spark plugs after I run and actually look at the plug, because the computer can tell you one thing, but what's actually going on inside the cylinder is what is most important. And now that we're on M1, it's something that they're kind of teaching us to do, to actually pull the plugs in between our runs and learn how to read the plug and see what the engine is actually wanting. And we have to do that per cylinder, because we might have to go in and tune individual cylinders. Some might need a little more, a little less fuel, and kind of go from there. So we're gonna go ahead and get these plugs out. Even though that was a low boost run, we're gonna treat it like it was a regular high horsepower run, and then we will crank it up a little bit more.
You see how this one has like more, like here, take this one.
Yeah, it's a little
keep it in that hand. Keep that one, keep it in that hand, and go look over there.
Yeah. More gold, purple.
Yeah. That
And this one's cold.
The purpler one is hotter.
Hotter, cold.
Yeah.
So that means cylinder 1 needs more fuel.
Yeah, and it
Help cool
actually
it down.
looks like your intake manifold actually, like everything's getting stuffed back there. So that's trend is probably going to be, I'm guessing that that's what the trend is going to be.
Okay.
Because
So
like,
cylinder 1, the one furthest to us, so that
yeah, so
manifold's
your
going to
air
want
comes
to
out of the
push.
charge pipe and goes all the way to the back of the manifold. So you're probably going to have hot cylinder 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 will be colder.
All right, guys, we're going for run number 2 here on the dyno. We did put some ice in it this time. The first one we didn't, since it was a lower boost. We should see a bit more this time. Now we're expecting to see a little over 30 pounds at the top of the run. We're just creeping it up bit by bit and go from there, but everything's looking smooth and good so far. So let's go for number 2 here, see what she does.
Damn, boy. 1,050.
1,050.
Caught it within 20 horsepower.
Not bad.
Hell yeah. I knew that was going to happen.
Hopefully it's only like 40. It's got some gas.
I'm going to say 37 pounds of boost.
Probably around that
37
top.
pounds.
The Kyle built engine has passed 1,000 horsepower. 1,050. It sounded strong. She starts roaring for a little K series. It's going good so far. We just broke 1,000
already
on the second run.
That was too easy.
Too easy.
Yeah, we need to make it a little harder to tell some story now.
This is all you guys' fault. You make it too.
Remember the last time you were here? You remember you drove a car to the hotel?
Oh, the Impala.
Since then, no engine.
No engine. I see a sad little puddle underneath it.
There's no engine and still leaks.
Dang. Did we mess it up, man?
Brother, don't look at me.
The camshaft damaged.
Oh, really?
And we waited like a year from Crowler to build the
my
camshaft.
gosh.
By the way, we have a bill for you from them.
We broke the Opala. All right, guys, so she just made 1,050, and right now what we're gonna try to do is run a colder plug. So right now we're running a BKR 9. The 9 indicates a slightly hotter plug than like a 10. The higher the rating on the NGKs is a colder plug. With methanol, you want the coldest plug possible, because as Anderson was saying, if it gets too hot, it can turn into a glow plug, and that will trash the engine. So what we're looking at here when we read the plugs is to make sure they're not getting too hot, and we're gonna go ahead and try a slightly colder plug just based on what we're seeing, because it's something we wanted to test while we were here at the dyno to see if we get the results we're looking for there.
So this will be a good test. This also will, if that takes, this will give a better spark as well, because it has no resistor inside.
So it will actually give a stronger spark, because
Yes.
these are a non-resistor plug, where the ones we were using were a resistor plug, which we typically don't run in the past because it's wigged stuff out for us. But now we're going to try to go back and see if that helps us out here. And Lewis is over here too. He was saying that these colder plugs actually will dissipate the heat from the plug into the head a bit better as well, taking the direct heat off of the
like
face of the plug there.
You see how everything, all the porcelain is like sucked into the plug more? But then if you look at the depth, I don't know if you can see all the way down in there, but the depth that it goes in there is shallower on this one than this one. So this has a higher capability of transferring heat from the plug to the head than this one.
Yeah.
really just safety margin.
Yep.
Trying to keep the plug from turning into a glow plug.
All right, guys, same run as last time, but with the new colder plugs. See if anything changes here. The only thing we're really looking out for is that it doesn't misfire on the non-resistor plug. If everything runs crisp and smooth, then we are gonna keep it on these because they should widen that safety window for us on the methanol. Identical power.
Yeah, you can see the curves a lot better though.
Yeah, way smoother that time, but same exact power.
Yep. And we didn't change anything. All we did was clean up the fuel down low because it was misfiring when it came into the load. And then we also changed up some timing because it was bucking a little bit when they were trying to get it up into speed. So back-to-back holes doing the same thing. Looks really good.
All right, guys, we didn't show it on camera. I will after this run, but the plugs looked better than the previous ones. They were colder, less coloring around the edges. Means we're safer if we wanted to pull more fuel out of it to make even more power. We're staying at about the same fuel ratio. Another thing that I haven't mentioned this whole video is that we are also now reading things in lambda. It's different from the typical AFR, air fuel ratio stuff that we've always talked about on the channel. It's something that we've wanted to learn, and you know, all these guys running methanol read the cars in lambda, so it's something we are getting familiar with. Right now on the MR2 we're keeping it about 0.65 lambda. That's where it seems to be happy at, so we're staying right there, and we're just going to keep going up with the boost. So this next run right here is going to be on 50 pounds is what we are targeting, so we're going to start to see a little bit more serious power here. Definitely over 11, possibly 1200. We'll see where she goes from here. I was on Google Translate, so I want to know if this makes sense. Now we're turning it up. So, vamos fazer. I forgot it. Damn it! I practice it so much.
What is that?
Dude choked.
Tudo que dá.
I was trying to say, let's make more power. Vamos fazer algum poder.
Mais potência, mais.
Was I close at all? Did that make sense?
The first two ones were good. Yeah. Vamos fazer mais potência.
Vamos fazer
mais
potência.
Mais potatoes.
And no exploda.
That we can guarantee.
So we got her on 50 pounds now, and see what she does. $12.59 on 50 pounds.
Not bad.
Not bad. That methanol's starting to really stink up the place right now.
Hey, don't you dare talk about that alcohol. It's not sticking up. This is a nice perfume.
It's a nice smell. It's just it's a spicy.
It's
just a little spicy. So I think we're gonna go to what, 60 pounds this time?
65.
65.
Oh, you want 65? I can put 65.
65.
So the engine safety at like 100?
70.
We've never ran past 60 on the dyno before. Just that 10 psi jump gained us about 210, 205 horsepower.
Yeah.
So another 10,
15.
True, 15.
Let her eat. One and done, baby.
What is 5 pounds?
It's only got to do it
like
once.
1 pound per cylinder. 1.25.
All right, send it. I don't care.
Makes no sense.
I'm not as nervous as I was, you know, the first few times here. I'll listen. Lewis is the devil on my shoulder.
Yep.
And
Do it, more boost.
there's no angels on this side.
There's not a single one talking about it.
There's no one talking me out of it except myself.
Hey, if something happens, it's just a couple of parts.
Yeah, it's only 4 rods. That's cheap.
That is Honda parts. The dealership is nearby.
There is a Honda.
Yeah, there's
Whatever.
a Honda dealership, right?
Put it to 65.
It is. 60.
Oh, he was way ahead of
Oh,
me.
we already did it. It's not that much.
I mean, we're doing it for you guys. I don't care. This is a Kyle built motor. She is certified for 65, 70 pounds.
I wouldn't have put that into fruition, but all right.
80 pounds now?
Well,
Okay,
they
here
conned
we
me. They conned me into 65. For Anderson, you know, whatever he wants.
Yeah.
I think we need to strap her down tighter, huh?
I think we need to take that off.
We need to strap her down.
Just take that off, man.
You're not that guy. You need to see the first time we figured this was necessary.
Was it pretty scary?
Oh yeah, it was like halfway.
How much power do you think I would realistically need to make in this little car to make it do
Honestly,
that?
it's
partially because of the suspension, how the suspension is quite.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's one, but also 1,000 horsepower is not enough.
Yeah, no. I thought it'd be cool if like we maxed it out and we took all these weights off if it like might try, but I don't know.
Sorry.
No? Dang.
I would say, I mean,
No faith.
you could turn the brakes
No
on
faith.
and you could get it to do
I
it.
have
But
somebody pulling.
Yeah.
I think it might if you took all the weight off. Can you dyno it and I'll try to bench press it.
We can try the 100 pounds of boost.
We'll come back with the billet block and then we're doing a wheelie and we're proving him wrong. Well guys, they conned me into 65 pounds. Everything's looking good. We're here to send it. We gotta beat our previous record, hopefully, 1426. And yeah, I'm just praying she holds. Cast K24. That's about it. Pretty nervous.
Let's say, if you can't tell, Kyle's nervous.
Come on, MR2.
Go buy yourself a little Debbie. And come back.
I'm not even gonna film. I'm just gonna look away. I'm just
You
gonna
didn't want to see the rods.
I'm gonna
come out
take
of
this moment all in, whether it goes good or it explodes. But you ready in there, Felipe? Hang on.
No fluids, we're good.
1410.
1410.
1410. Coolant? Is anything coming
I
out
said
of
no leaks. I said no leaks. We're good.
There was a leak.
1410. We're also not turning it as far as the 24.
I would say you can
Or the
see
20.
it's still climbing.
Yeah, she's on her way up. Well, not
1410.
quite a record, but 1410. She's
Nothing
back
another
where she
10
was.
pounds can't do.
We can make that a record.
We got to do it.
I'd say it's just
Right there.
I
horsepower.
agree.
There's a lot of things we could do to turn
Lewis,
it
what do
up.
you say, more
Lewis
RPM
is just
or more
like ready.
booster?
Yes,
Five
you're
pounds?
welcome.
More RPM, more boost, or both?
Both. Always both. The motor's still going up, boost still going up. Giveaway is what asking for.
Bad influence.
Yeah, it's
Bad
asking for
influence.
more RPM, more boost. That's what he's doing.
What did
Hey,
you
you
make last
heard
time
him.
you were here?
It was 1426.
You can't walk away. We want to walk away.
16
Hey.
horsepower.
I'm gonna take him for a ride. You guys do what you have to do.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, guys, so these are the plugs that just came out after the 1400 horsepower run. You can see this is the one out of cylinder number 1. It is
Completely
cooled off. Yeah, new, nice and shiny. We've been adding fuel to these 3 and 4 is kind of falling behind, and you're starting to see that now because you can see 4 was the hottest out of all of them. You can see that grayness that is building up, and that's typically what you want to see. You don't want to see it spread too much further than that.
Each engine will have like a limit. Some engines you can say you can go like to the second or to the second thread. The heat goes down to the second thread, but that's kind of where probably way too much. And so this is what you actually usually want to see on a methanol engine. But again, this is a 4-second run. On a 7-second run, it will get more heat.
Yeah, we have to take into account this is just a dyno pass, not a full quarter-mile pass, so they'll be under power for a lot longer.
But technically, those 3 are still very safe, very, very safe. So
Okay, so number 4 is about like, it's close to where it should be air-fuel ratio-wise, whereas these 3, there's maybe a little more room per cylinder to go.
Oh yeah.
We have a plan.
Should I be part of this plan?
Oh, for sure.
All right,
sure.
well, what's the plan?
The plan is break the 1500 to the tire. That's the plan.
Did you talk him into this, Wyatt?
So what we notice is this. We are running extra safe on purpose, right?
Yes.
So we're running actually less timing now than when it was 85.
Yes.
Right, so we want to kind of
Something to know, we're much safer right now than it was in the past, so it's down a little power because of that.
Alcohol should take more timing than 85. So if we just go back to the number, we're still safe, and then 65 pounds doesn't look like a good number, so we're gonna go to 70, have a flat, even, good number.
You know, the plane was going great until you said that.
So we give 5 more, and we give 2 degrees, because we want to go past 1500, and we aiming for 1501. That's the goal.
You know what? I got a backup motor. I'm gonna let you guys have it your way this time.
1501. That's the goal.
All right, boys. You heard him. We're going for 15 hundo. We'll see if we can make it happen. Hey, the Kyle built engine held up to 1400 so far, so I'm pretty happy about that. She sounds healthy and strong.
Oh, she does. She just sounds really good.
These guys over here just making me make some bad decisions.
Don't blame me. If it was me, I would be running 85 pounds and 5 more degrees.
You wouldn't even have the wastegate on there.
Yeah. No. What is it wastegate for? To waste power. You don't want to waste power. You need to get rid of it.
All I gotta say is pray for that cast K24. I've been saying it since, you know, we put it together.
Stop saying that. You're gonna wish it into fruition.
So what is the deal about cast?
So I wanted to test low power, get the short track good, and then we put the billet in, and then we send it. But you're making us send it before the billet's
We're
in.
not sending.
Oh, we're sending.
No, we're not sending. Okay, close the gate. We fine, guys.
Yeah, let's
All right,
let
guys,
it eat.
well-
Hey, they're going to shine on you. Prove them wrong.
Well, she's turned up as far as we will comfortably go here. It's already past the comfortability line. But we're gonna send it, boys. We want a new dyno record. We're here. I got a backup motor, so I ain't even scared. Let's send it. 15 hundo.
I'm gonna watch from here.
You want me to strap you in?
Blast shield on?
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Come on now, let's see it. Oh, bro.
1491.
Turn it up, turn it up.
We need to go again.
No, just turn the correction factor up a little bit.
Yeah, that was the half a degree.
Yep, should have left it.
Half a degree. We didn't go as spicy as we wanted, but we should have left that, half
It
degree.
picked up everywhere.
Yeah.
No, she sounded pretty
Yeah,
good.
it picked up way more down low.
1491.
Yeah, it tells you.
I think we're calling it. We're calling it.
Look at it. Look at what you picked up.
Can you stop?
Okay.
It was like, why did you like take that half degree out?
What? Why?
I would say the timing
Damn.
helped. Look at it picked
Look at how
up
much you get
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah, look at all that.
That's crazy.
She's smooth.
Turn it
Do
out.
you guys have a torque pickup on here?
No, you
No,
have to.
not on this one, right? Yeah. I'm sure it's quite a bit more torque than the K20 was.
What is the gears want
105.
105? What is the rear gear ratio?
435.
435.
Let me get the keyboard.
I guess we're about to find out the torque. Damn.
That's impressive. Not bad.
1500. Right there. And she held. That's that Kyle Bill motor, baby. Woo!
We'll never get it.
Round of applause. Yours truly. Built the baddest K series in the back of an MR2.
Okay, by the gear, and what is the rear gear?
435.6. 4.35.
Doing some math over here.
356.
910.
Damn.
Nice. Almost 1,000 foot.
910 foot-pounds of torque.
To the wheel, not to the
little
crank.
four cylinder.
To the wheel.
That's
That's a lot of torque.
That's almost 7,900.
That's big motor torque.
Yep. That's not bad at all.
Well, guys, we're calling it there. These guys got their way. We didn't quite break 1,500, but I mean, we are very close. Definitely the highest horsepower MR2 I think that's out there. Definitely the most we've ever made on the dyno. And I just want to thank these guys. Every time we come down here, they take care of us, fed us lunch, make sure we're good to go. And sounds like we might go ride some jet skis here in a minute.
Now we're going to.
We're going right now. Anderson got his freaking big old turbo jet ski ready to go, and I guess there's a lake right down the road.
Let's see if we can get you excited. Modify your jet ski.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting home and that fuel tank's going right on.
It's pretty much like we did about 70 pounds here on the dyno. We're gonna try to do that on the water now.
These guys are crazy.
That's insane.
How fast have you been on this one?
We never been above 100 recording.
Dang.
The 101 on the GPS.
We know who has.
Yeah.
No,
I've been over 100 once.
Yeah.
101. Oh yeah.
Once.
Once.
Not
again.
With this guy too.
Yeah, it was fun. Good time.
I mean, not documented, but I think we've been close to 110, maybe 110 something.
I just saw the one that went 141. Was it?
Oh yeah, that's another level.
That's so fast.
But it has the power. Obviously, it's not gutted or lighter enough, or it doesn't have all the hull modifications to go that fast. But at least we're having fun developing products and developing stuff.
Man, I gotta get mine on Fuel Tech. We have everything to do it because I have my new GP 1800. I already got the Fuel Tech and the harness. I just got
5 minutes upgrade.
I know.
Stop being lazy, bud. Stop being lazy.
Well, knowing me, the second that happens, it's gonna end up sounding like that sooner than I want to.
Okay, yeah, that usually happens.
So we're getting ready to go to the lake, run this big old turbo jet ski, and you know, last time we were down here, Anderson let us rent out the Opala, and now he's upgrading us.
You got the upgrade to VIP.
Now we get the 2JZ. He's letting us take the Supra to meet them over at the lake. So,
So sorry, we don't have. This is our hood.
how much does this one make?
1,000.
Oh my gosh.
It's a G42 1200.
And it's right-hand drive. I've never driven a right-hand drive car.
No?
No.
Okay. But at least it's automatic.
He's just like, good luck. Is
That's,
it an auto?
Oh, it's auto?
10 speed.
Okay, that'll make it
That's
easier.
super cool.
Let me
So
show
like
you
a
how
10 on
the
radio?
Okay, yeah.
10L
10L80?
10L90. Yeah. So reverse, neutral, drive, and manual. But just use manual. Okay.
Okay.
That's it. And here you shift.
Okay.
A little different driving over there.
Yeah, it's weird. I've never driven a right-hand drive car. Man, it shifts so nice. That's sick.
Lettering one time.
How much boost you running on this deal, Lewis?
There was 20 pounds on the left.
20 pounds?
Yeah.
That's it?
That's
That's
like
it?
That's it? Turn it up.
20%
Now it's our
of
turn.
throttle.
Now it's
Don't
our
worry,
turn all the way.
Worry, don't you worry, you have your turn. Don't you worry. Controls you're familiar with?
Yep.
All right. Just letting us play with all the cool stuff today.
I fix you up, come on.
Let it eat. Oh, you.
Look how good is this.
Hey, Kyle, he said go for 100. What we do, 45 pounds?
45 pounds.
Sucks
I
that
put a ramp, right, to make it easier to ride. So you went about 10 grand and it kind of feathering down the boost so it's easier to maneuver, right? We can keep going uphill. We don't know how much boost we make, but like over 60, right? So we can keep climbing, so the motor can keep climbing 11, 12,000, something like that. So you went 10,000, 45 pounds of boost, right? We don't have a GPS recording right now, but I did before with the GPS, and at 8,000 I am 78 on the GPS. My guess, you were close to 100.
it felt like it.
Yeah, so I think you
I've
were
done it once before,
then
and that
90
felt
yeah,
very
95,
close.
105. That would be my guess. And based on how it accelerates and stuff, that would be my guess.
Yeah. The biggest way I know I'm going fast is when I know I have to be careful to let off.
Yeah, we saw we did
Yes.
that. That's good,
Yep.
good practice.
Yeah, if you just chop the throttle, it stops very hard. Just a nice Thursday afternoon, tuning a 1,000 horsepower ski.
Driving a 1,000 horsepower right-hand drive, 10-speed automatic Supra.
How's that left-hand drive feel?
It's
Or right-hand
wild,
drive, I
man.
mean.
It's wild. I'm curious to see it out on the road, like when you were driving it. It feels so weird going into
Yeah, I was
a
just
corner.
naturally drifting to the left because
Yeah.
I feel so far over.
It's pretty wild. Yeah, you're right. That shift catches you off guard.
Yeah.
You don't expect it to nose over. This thing's fun though, dude. I feel like with some seat time in this thing and like
This thing's sick.
get used to it, you know, not like you're driving somebody else's very expensive car. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm definitely cautious whenever we drive somebody else's very nice car.
Right.
Always trying to race. Yeah, this thing's sick. Maybe check out the camshafts, make sure they're good.
No, man, no.
We try to keep her in one piece for you. Yeah, no, it's cool. The automatic's really, it's so nice.
It's so cool, right?
It's nice.
Yeah, it has so many.
I love it because, you know, ninth gear even, we're cruising 70 at like 2,000 RPM.
Yeah, the rear end is at 350.
And if you guys didn't know, this is a billet block 2JZ with a dry sump on it that Anderson just,
steel pump as well.
and it's just his street car. No big deal.
2J setup.
Our
Street car.
our 2J Civic is, you know, cast block, meant to drag race, and it ain't anywhere near this setup.
That thing's awesome.
That's so cool.
Oh, can I have it? Can I have
We've been here all day and we haven't got to see it yet.
Dude, what a unit.
But I have a better idea. Let's hook it up. It's the same plugs as the 600.
Oof.
We already loaded up the map.
Dude.
We can make the
tune-up.
MR2 power up a
That
700.
thing is beautiful.
So yeah, this is Fuel Tech's new FT700 right here. We've been waiting to get our hands on one of these bad boys.
Joke's
They
on
are
them.
releasing soon.
They're not getting it back.
Yeah. I don't know where it went. That's crazy.
I'm right
I'm gonna
here.
get tackled.
I won't keep the eyes off that thing.
It has the same A and B connectors as 600, but it has a C and a D with more inputs and outputs. Then also has the multimedia connector for cameras, microphone, and additional CAN buses. But besides of that, then the GPS antenna, USB-C, which is also in the front, another USB-C, and that's it. And the harness, the connector makes it so much easier to really hook it up.
All right, guys, so we got the FT700 plugged into the MR2 here. Just resting it on the steering column. We're gonna go ahead and fire this thing up.
You're not taking it, but
Unfortunately, Anderson will not let us take it home with us.
That's so sick. Pickup truck vibe. I love it. All good.
Found it.
okay. I took this. Sorry about that.
I
No,
can't
you're good.
wait to get our hands on one.
So
Dude.
that was converting the map, so the 600 tune-up will load directly, so it doesn't even need a tune-up, retune.
So what you're saying is if we leave it on there, we can go to the
Yeah,
track.
so-
You might as well let us take it home.
You're not that guy yet.
But that's so cool. I mean, you really don't even need a laptop anymore with how nice
What I
that
loved
display is.
They were displaying the data log stuff. Like, it's a full-fledged data log on the display. Like, that is cool. Not having to have a laptop at the track to look at your data, I think that's, like, the coolest part of it.
And you can connect with the cell phone with like
Yeah.
Bluetooth, Wi-Fi.
Can you watch
So when he
Netflix on it
blows
yet?
up,
Not yet.
No
so when
Netflix?
he starts oil leaking halfway down the track, can I click a button from my phone to shut it off?
Yeah, you can.
Brother, hurry up. Get that thing unplugged. We gotta go throw it in the truck. Hurry up, hurry up. Oh, shit. Hurry up. Oh, that's the new ones? That's crazy.
I'm gonna go over here.
This is the. You can actually remove the bezel, or so you can actually better
like flush mount it.
Mount.
Yeah, that's super
Look
cool.
at the big dog right here.
I'll say let's put that one in the truck just to see how it looks in there.
7 inch.
7
and 12.3.
Yeah, I think that 12.3 looked great in the truck. Let's
Yeah, right. You can see everything.
right.
I really want one of those in the 2J Civic.
Yeah, bro, we could be cruising down the street, probably put Netflix on
The
that
camera, the camera is sounds. I think is going to be very helpful. The
camera?
You can see backup camera.
Yeah, that'd be great because we could also put like fender cameras like the Tesla for my turn signals.
Yeah.
Make sure we don't, because you know when you're in the car going down the road with all the roll cage and everything, it's kind of hard to see. All right, guys, so we just showed you the FT700, badass unit, and it's definitely going to be for the more dedicated racer, but we're assuming a lot of you guys watching the channel might end up with one of those in the future, or possibly right now, because they are still running the pre-orders for the Founders Edition FT700. If you guys didn't know, Fuel Tech's main headquarters in Brazil got hit with a massive flood, and it set them back a lot. We didn't really touch much on it, but I wanted to wait and kind of mention it now because they literally just had an amazing, huge, like what, 80,000 square foot building put up, and then it got hit by a nasty flood. It really set them back, their whole production line, everything, and they're launching this Foundation series just to kind of help get them back on their feet because the timing of it was just terrible for you guys. It hit right when they were getting ready to launch this amazing computer. So they are launching the Founders Edition that you can still pre-order right now. You get what, like a backpack, you get a ton of benefits with it.
Yeah, we have an exclusive backpack, exclusive shirt. We also offering 50% off on the Hub Dyno for the tuning.
And that's definitely
a
good deal right there too.
And also we have our training facility here, which you guys are always invited to come.
I think I got my education shirt on right now.
And we have a specific exclusive training, FT700 training we're offering for the Founder Edition buyers.
And you'll be one of the first to have it.
Yeah. Also 1 year of a subscription of this the remote connection service we were going to offer.
1 year free subscription on the remote there. Okay. I also wanted to let you guys know, if you use our code BoostedBoys when pre-ordering the Founders Edition FT700, we went ahead and did a kind of cool collab t-shirt. It's Fuel Tech and Boosted Boys with the MR2 on there. We'll put it up on the screen right here. We haven't printed them yet, but we did do a cool design, and that's just a way for them to kind of maybe help track in case we send any of you guys to the FT700, which we're just really glad to be a part of. There's no discount there, but we wanted to try to offer something in case you guys are watching the channel. You get a free shirt from us as well. But if you guys do want a collab shirt, just the shirt by itself, we will have them on our website, theboostedboys.com. I just wanted to clarify that it's two separate deals. If you want the ECU and whole package, go to ft700.net or fueltech.net, get that pre-ordered. And if you guys want the shirt directly from us, we're going to run a limited pre-order of the shirt, and I will randomly select orders, and we will throw in some spark plugs from today's dyno session. So quick plug there on the merch.
You know what I'm saying?
But we want to do everything we can help to get these guys up and going, because they've been great to us, and using the code, and all you guys that have used it and have purchased Fuel Tech products, it's been awesome. So we love coming here and love the relationship.
We definitely also want to thank everyone, and your audience is really, really, really good. We've been seeing so many Fuel Techs being sold through your coupon, so we also thank you, appreciate everything you've been doing.
Appreciate it.
Definitely a good collaboration. And
sorry about the Opala, but
good.
We make up for it.
The Supra is fine, the jet ski is fine.
Yeah, the Supra is good, the jet ski is good. We had an amazing day here. That's going to wrap up our day here at Fuel Tech. Basically 1,500 horsepower.
Yeah, almost there.
Yeah, new dyno record for us on methanol, and no broken cars today.
I say ton of knowledge too.
Yeah, we learned a lot. So I mean, this video could be like 3 hours long if we put everything in it. But no, awesome time once again, and now it's time to get some fire suppression on this thing, then we'll get her to the track and do some testing.
Sounds good.
But thank you, man. We'll be back soon. We got an NSX coming up and a 2J Civic. So
that's good.
And a diesel truck.
And a diesel truck, possibly. Yep. Next time we come back, I think we're going to be on a 700. So I'm pretty excited about it.